Okay. Okay. I look this way. I look that way. I look up here so I can say it's the six past commandments. Six past dice here. You know, let your big bro blog. Kings versus Queens, URL, the end of a kingdom. I don't know, man. URL out here looking type shaky. I'm not even gonna hold you. Not even gonna hold you. So we got Beasley, Eric Beasley, which is one of the heads of URL. He's going on an impeccable press tour. I mean, listen, what Beasley's doing, I can't really get mad at it because listen, like he has a financial interest in what's going on here. But in a lot of ways, man, people be forgetting that Beasley is from the music industry, where they practice some of the most savage business practices. And I think what's going on here is one of those things where, listen, like everyone goes to a different school in terms of understanding world domination and power and all that type of stuff, right? But there's certain moves that I see URL emulating that we saw in the industry. And that's a big part of why we don't have the balance that we have now. So with the industry, right, the industry is always going to be looking at how can I make the most money without spending a lot of money, right? How can I take the least amount of risks, and still increase my profits, right? So with URL is running a lot like a label, but the ceiling is even lower, right? So I keep making this point about, if all the vets, all the guys, pretty much, if we stopped it at, say, Twerk, right? And let's say Clips will never battle on there again. Verb never battles there again. Rock never battles there again. If all these guys never battle there again, actually, you know what? Butterfly and SP was talking about, would you trade all the new guys you got, like Foots and Solar Flare and stuff like that, and just all these dudes, all these dudes, would you rather have 10 of them or one easy block cap? You know what I mean? And it's like, y'all not creating no stars, and y'all done got to a point where you so focused on trying to monopolize talent and keep the artists from going anywhere else, and also keep other leagues from being able to become big. Because the thing is like, we need to allow big battles to go down other places sometimes. Because sometimes the best place for the battle is not URL. That's just it. Sometimes that's not the best place for the battle. I mean, one instance I'm going to give you where, like, you know what? That would have been better on URL. I'm sorry, I'll give you two. Lux versus a Hollow would have been better on URL because the mics would have been better. It would have been recorded better. And that moment in time would have been captured a lot better. Also, Hitman and Suge that happened on UW. I'm only going to say that also because the crowd wasn't the best crowd. Even if you actually, like if you wasn't, I can't even say if you was from Jersey. It's just that's how UW crowds are in general. I don't know what it is. Back when UW was still popping, those some rough crowds. Like even if you was really dope, like it took a minute to get that crowd rocking. But when we had UW doing bigger battles, when we had Guerrilla Warfare, Black Ice Cartel, King the Dot, when a lot more of the guys who would be on URL would be on these other leagues and whatnot, we had a better ecosystem because more people were able to kind of come up. It's a little more competition. Competition is a good thing. People need to have choices and alternatives. So I get how they get there and whatnot, but what's happening right now is like, we seeing the art form in terms of the content that URL has been putting out for the most part. I keep asking people, what's the last battle that you watched where you had to go see it again? How many battles make you feel like give you goosebumps or give you butterflies or make you feel nervous to watch it? Because like, this shit about to finally go down. I'll tell you right now, Easy Black Panther versus Hitman Holler. Probably one of the last battles where like, I have to see how this pans out. Before that, we could say Surf and JC, just in terms of anticipation, And again, I get it. It ain't but so many battles that can go down, but the issue is also that the vets also need new, upcoming, undeniable talent to battle. So if the league is not consistently trying to, basically create new talent and create new stars, listen, man, they need that. Man, listen, obviously they need Norbs back because the guy ain't found no superstars or made none since he ain't been there. You know, Easy the block captain has made mention of like, yo, I wasn't able to get anywhere on URL until Norbs wasn't there no more, and he kind of said it as if, you know, Norbs had a lot to do with it and whatnot. But you know, Norbs spoke on it and said, listen, the times where he saw Easy, he wasn't what he is now, and that happens a lot with artists where like, yo, you know, and again, everyone has their turning point. I can say I call it the J Electronica effect. So when I first started getting into J Electronica, I always knew of him. That happens a lot of times too, where you were kind of in someone's peripheral, but they just not focused on you. So like with blogs and like you could be basically visibility. It's about visibility counts. It matters, man, because it's better for someone to know of you but not know the specifics of you or be enjoying your content versus not knowing who you are at all. Let me tell you right now, people who got the app don't really know who Kid Slate is. They don't know who Foots is. They don't know who Ease is. They don't know who Hansel is. And they're not going to be interested because the league is not making them interested. They're not putting work into that. You know, URL got to a point where the operation became just book battles, like, especially when caffeine came to the mix. And y'all started to kind of mass produce events, which was always a bad idea. Right? Now, we got more battles, but you know, having Rum Nitty versus Drugs and stuff like that. It's basically random matchups with pretty good talent. But it's like, yo, no one wants to see this battle. And like, y'all just kind of you kind of turn into a factory. And for the last couple of years, I'm gonna say from 2020 to like 2023, pretty much URL has had about like a 40% rate, 30 to 40, 30. I might go as far as 20. 20% of what's on the app is actually like, yo, I would love to see this again, or has replay value. I mean, real talk, like during the caffeine era, the pandemic era was rough. It was rough. Like Lux and Surf maybe just shouldn't have gone down in that car, man. That was too big of a battle to have it in the room where like they in a haunted house and whatnot. That shit just look crazy. So unless you've been living under a freaking rock, you know, matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead just so that, you know, we can have visuals and whatnot, so you see what the heck I'm talking about, man. So Beasley went on champion. I'm not gonna get too deep into this and whatnot, but let's see, Beasley interview. Okay. You know what? It's like a whole hour long, man. And honestly, I don't even want to see it again. But I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna share my screen a little bit. All right, man. Just want to play a little bit of this.
No, we have.
Ad. Oh my God.
It was the biggest time of my life. Like, I'm not even being dramatic.
If you want to make friends on the trip, this is the trip.
Situations where we've allowed them to go out. When we speak with the league owners and stuff like that, or if it's their original league that they come from, we don't prevent them from going back there. So we're not taking away from the smaller leagues that, you know, that we pull talent from. You know what I'm saying? They're still allowed to go back there and perform. You know, so it's the funny thing is that every league has contracts, all of them. Every single league has contracts. Listen to me. All of them have contracts, but people just are hyper focused on the URL contract and what we're doing. But we're the ones who are developing these people into stars.
I mean, all right, but Beasley, like, come on, bro. All right, so I don't even want to get too deep into that. I only got a half hour, and I've been meaning to give y'all this Kings versus Queens pre-cap for a minute. I'm about to go in. Your boy about to go in. So in this interview, here's the main takeaways from the interview. So Beasley says that, all right, so URL doesn't block battles, they enforce contracts. Fine. Okay. That's one way of putting it. You know, and here's the thing. You're the only league that does this. That's why it's relevant. You keep saying, oh, well, every league has contracts. No, you're definitely right. But the thing is this. A lot of times you guys will stop battles from, like, listen, I mean, we'll go back to the Shotgun Shirt versus Hitman Holla battle. I feel like that's when this conversation started becoming more of a conversation. and it was the Rob B versus Chess battle. You know what I mean? It's crazy. I can't even. Most of y'all don't even know who Rob B is no more. It's crazy. But he was an artist on UW that was starting to make some noise. UW got him a lot of plates. I had the pleasure of battling him. Back he was my second battle actually. You know what I mean? So shout out to him. But word. You know what I mean? But shout out to him. But the reason why they focus on it is because it becomes news because these be battles that y'all not going to do. And it's not because y'all want the battles, it's because y'all don't want another league to have the battle. You know what I mean? Also, and I get it. We understand the contracts and whatnot, but I ain't gonna hold you. Because before, my understanding before was URL didn't want new talent going to other leagues and ruining messing their profile up. That was my understanding years ago. But in the future, this is growing into URL trying to monopolize basically big battles. You know, you're trying to monopolize big battles. And to me personally, like, don't get me wrong, I understand if it's a battle that y'all supposed to have in your league and you've already signed these artists to this battle and they're already committed to doing it in your league, I understand that. I understand not wanting artists, especially big artists, to be taking matches within 60 days of your event or maybe 45 days of your event because you want a good performance and whatnot. But what's happened? But again, a battle like Hitman Holler versus Easy to Block Catholic, I never want that battle. And he was never going to book that battle. You know, it's just petty. And it's just, again, it's again, like, you're trying to keep yourself at the top of the food chain. But what's happening is now he just referenced, hey, you know, we're not against the small leagues because we pull from them. But the thing is, too, y'all at the very top, they basically want to make this into a haves and have-not situation. But what's going to happen is eventually, you know, like, you guys have ran out of battles and no one is excited to see. No one's really talking about your new talent really except from Easy to Block Captain. Because everyone else has come from, you know, Bullpen, RBE, you know, King the Dot, stuff like that. You know what I mean? We got Loso came from Bullpen and RBE. You know, we got Mac Mirren just signed the deal. I'm not sure why, but hey, you know, we signed the deal with URL and whatnot. You know, you had Ill Will on this, but also too, we're also seeing, like, when people go to RBE, you don't want to let them come back here. Like, Ill Will should be on URL. Excuse me, because RBE is not stopping no one from going over there. Listen, every time I see ARP, he living his best life, man. He got my fireplace. ARP like the Bruce Wayne of battle rap. You know what I mean? He always living his best life. He always chilling. He always got a hat on. We ain't never gonna see ARP's head, man. You know what I mean? But, and I don't even know why I said that. Pause. But anyway, but, you know, and again, I don't expect anything less from Beasley. I'm not expecting Beasley to come up here and say, hey, listen, we don't want none of y'all to eat and we don't care. And no, I'm not really expecting that. It's just more so. It's just like, come on, man. But I mean, he did try to do damage control about the whole Kings versus Queens pay-per-view situation. You know what I mean? And getting into that, right? So, you know, if you don't know, you know, it wasn't a rollout. It wasn't even, there was no video. It would have took 1 minute to have a video from Snacker Beasley saying, you know, it's been this is something Beasley Simmons saying something about, hey, listen, this next event is not going to be free. Because I mean, it looks like it was last minute because y'all announced Kings versus Queens, right? And y'all announced that a while back, about a month or some change back. Y'all had plenty of opportunities to let people know that, hey, this is not going to be free. And I understand. Listen, I'm not mad about making money. I never understood how caffeine makes money. I'm not mad for caffeine wanting to make money. And hey, listen, we got a lot of free events out of it. I'm hoping because I paid for it, it's going to be a better event. It's a few different things. For one, people are used to not paying. Two, usually when it's going to be a change like that, where something, basically the price of something's going to change, or it's going up, or, you know, or like in a situation where a product that was previously free is no longer free. It's a big deal for most people. You know what I mean? And it's going from 0 to 25. Okay? I mean, but listen, look on the bright side. If you buy several, first of all, it's the only event that I want to buy. But I think they give you 286 points, coins or whatever, On the bright side, you buy enough of them, you have some left over. I guess if I buy like 10 pay-per-views, I don't know, whatever. So, but you basically got to purchase these coins to unlock the pay-per-view, because now it's pay-per-view, And me personally, again, I'm not really against paying for it. Honestly, I really not for this event, really, because I felt like this event been free for the last couple of years since it's been a new marquee event. It's been on caffeine. It's supposed to be free, and it's gone from free to $25. But your boy got such great karma. Shoot, I went to go pay. Man, listen, they told me I had a $4 discount. Listen, bro, I tapped that bad boy in the Google Play Store so bad. iPhone users, eat your heart out. Eat your freaking heart out. What's wrong with you? Fix your face. So, another subject, YouTube drops, okay? Going back to shady business practices, it's something different if this was before YouTube, right? We can all see and all talk and have a conversation about the YouTube drop thing. The artists are saying, okay, not working for me. Being on this app alone is not working for me. Now, mind you, and no way, again, it'd be something different if YouTube's on TV and there's no internet and people got to just talk about it between themselves. You got a bunch of bloggers that are taking these stories and really analyzing and breaking this stuff down. So we know it's BS, man. Listen, it only benefits URL for the artists to stay on the app. And this is another thing, too. When you have talent and you a boss, you have to accept the fact that that talent is not going to stay with you forever. And they don't have to. Beasley, didn't you level up? Didn't you go somewhere else? Right? Smack. Didn't you level up? Didn't you take your life somewhere else? Right? What if someone was stifling those opportunities for you? Okay, because let's keep it a hundo. Right? When you have, all right, first of all, so Beasley starts making an argument about, actually, let me see if I can find it, y'all. Fair use.
Right? So, everybody can do this. We'll use our system to check. 8, that's terrible.
Oh boy.
We used to do 8.
Hold on. Nah, you got. Oh, stop right there. So you basically, in a sense, if people wanted visibility, you've offered to give them that they exchange.
No one wants to take the chance. They apply a number to it. So, for instance, if it's $5 and you get 2,000 views, you made $10. At that time, CPMs sometimes are $25, $30, $40, $50, depending upon the time of year that you were putting out.
And it goes
content,
up towards the end of the year.
Right? And then that number dropped when they had the ad apocalypse. Right? And
Things happened.
Took everybody's content.
Shouts Logan Paul. I'll say that.
After that, now they censor everything. They censor everything. Yes, and they say no. YouTube drop, and I say, okay, I'll tell you what. Take a lower price on your purse, and you can have the YouTube revenue.
Wait, you offered that?
Yes, and they say no.
Okay. All right. Fine. What's crazy is you say that, Bees, and then every battle rapper said, I've never been offered that. Lou Castro, Easy the Block Captain, all these people say, I've never been offered that. You think Clips want to take a lower price to have a show on YouTube? Yo, Bees, I'm sorry, Easy tweets right after that. If y'all think I was offered that, y'all crazy. It don't look good for you to say that. We offered people to take a lower price in order to get a YouTube drop, and then at the same time, everyone's saying you lying. That don't look good. That don't look good for the image, man. I was trying to find when he was basically talking about how Easy was on RBE, and that was back in 2017. It didn't go nowhere. Basically, he's talking about it at a time before Easy hit his stride, man. And I'm sorry, I was going into the Jet Electronica effect. I believe that. Listen, a lot of artists have their Jay Electronica moment. So Jay Electronica's moment was when he had Exhibit C. Exhibit A and Exhibit C. All right, those are two big records. They were very unique and they were very much not pop records at the time, which made them so big, right? But when I tried to go back and listen to his old stuff, which wasn't bad, but it was like, it's not like this, because he hit his stride on Exhibit A and C, you know what I mean, and those records that came after that. And that might just be two songs, but an artist like that proves that an artist does not have to give you a bunch of different bodies of work for them to be great. If someone creates one great thing that people can enjoy forever, that's extremely valuable. That can feed a family for generations. But anyway, so Beasley references back when Easy hadn't hit his stride yet, and he's essentially kind of taking credit for Easy's rise, you know. And listen, that's a joint effort, because y'all don't have no coaches, y'all don't really have any. Y'all system, which is not a bad system, but it hinges a lot on the artist being great. Y'all don't have no facilities, y'all don't have no training, y'all don't put them through nothing else but mic up. Get battles on this day. You're gonna be in front of these cameras. You're gonna mic you up, and you're gonna do the battle. And which again, that's not bad. I think that's a great opportunity, right? But how many artists are able to take? I can't say not able to take full advantage. How many artists are taking full advantage? And on top of that, what kind of help if you giving them to become nicer? I never hear nothing about helping niggas become nice and become greater. Y'all don't send them nowhere. You don't send them on no kind of field trips or nothing. You know, you don't do nothing with them. There's no artist development. I mean, no formal artist development aside from giving them more practice in front of cameras, you know, which is cool. But battle rappers going to have to start approaching this a lot more like actual fighters, where you need to spar and spar in a real way. You know what I mean? We need to have closed, like unrecorded sessions, unrecorded sparring sessions where ain't nobody recorded. You know what I mean? Or if you do record, you know, it's not allowed to be dropped. You know what I mean? We just going to just record this. I don't know, something. I mean, some kind of exercise, some kind of regiment, something for your mind. Something besides write my rhymes, learn my rhymes, then go up there and see what happens. All right. So, you know, what Easy did, a lot of that had to do with his work ethic and how serious he took it. We've only really seen two artists, because listen, artists have this self-fulfilling prophecy of always being a big screw up. Because a lot of artists, you know, that are great, a lot of them never was successful in anything else, and they never had an actual formal job where they had to be on time, where you was reprimanded, where you can get in trouble, you can get written up, you know what I mean? All this different stuff, you know, because that stuff builds your character and also helps you to have self-awareness, so you understand, okay, people don't like that. Or that's not cool what I said there. That's not cool what I did there. You know what I mean? So we need all that stuff. Another big takeaway. Let me see if I can find anything else. I'm sorry, guys. You know what? I'm just gonna stop sharing a second. So you know, Beasley also talks. You know, he talks about what the system is. And he starts arguing about the whole million view thing, right? For you, it don't matter. I understand that you guys can't make as much money off of YouTube from putting up battles and whatnot, but that channel is still a channel that has 1 million subscribers. If you're telling me that you can't figure out how to make money off a channel that has 1 million subscribers, hold on, how many subscribers URL got, man? Hold on, bro. I'm not tripping. URL has 1.42 million subscribers. What do you mean? What are you talking about? I don't know. Do something. Put some more face-offs on there. Do some more profiles on the up-and-coming artists on there. They gotta be some young, hungry cats that want to do press, that want to blow their channel up. Let them do content on your channel. What the hell is that? Let them do content on the channel. Something. Do some skits with the artists and stuff like that. It's plenty of ideas. Okay, it's plenty of stuff you can do. I see that. Now listen, now to their credit though, I see that they actually did drop Dame Myers versus Charlie Clips the first round. Do something. It's not doing nothing on the app. But going back against the Beasley's argument, Beasley started arguing about the views and whatnot. Let me see. You know, it's cool. You know what? I'm gonna mess around and be on this subject all day. So it's fine. So again, main takeaways. Beasley's argument is a lot of leagues have had the opportunity to have million view battles. They haven't done it. Yes, because the artists who do millions of views, they're on the app. That's one. You know what I'm saying? And also they don't have as many subscribers as you, all that stuff. That's one. So he's arguing that, oh, well, you know, we have all these people like Easy the Block Captain. When he blew up, he was only on the app. He didn't blow up because he was on the app. You know, again, a lot of bloggers have covered this. A lot of Fly, Christopher Bias have all pointed out when he got on it was the caffeine streams that gave him visibility. But don't get me wrong, you actually can watch some of the battles and whatnot, but you can't watch in its entirety the way it's supposed to be seen online unless you're watching it on the app and whatnot. But the app hasn't gotten nobody popping. I mean, like it doesn't get people popping. Only the niche audience who purchases the app is watching the battles or able to watch the battles. And also, bloggers can't even talk about the battles. Like, we can't log into the app on here and share our screen, whatever, so you can see it. Listen, we got to record the screen on our phone to show you the battle, and then worry about the video being taken down because you got everything copyright protected. So it's like you know what you're doing when you do that. When you make it to where you can't share content, I'm like, fam, you also make it to where the bloggers can't blow it up as much. What makes something big is not just a certain amount of people knowing about it. What makes something media needs to be as big as possible. And right now, you know, you can make artists as big as possible right now because something can be reshared and reshared over and over again. And listen, like stuff like that is what makes someone seem big, seem like they have a career and whatnot. You know, and also, again, as long as you have them on the app, that's another thing too. URL has not had any interest in helping artists blow up outside of battle rap and just helping them do anything. Not helping them get no press. They're not getting them on the Breakfast Club. Well, back when that was a thing. Helping them get on certain media platforms. None of that stuff. It's becoming more. And don't get me wrong. We got a lot of URL, battle rap press, but it's dope to see battle rappers on platforms like the Joe Budden podcast on hip hop friendly platforms. I don't see that. I don't see Ace Amin on none of these places. I don't see Real Sick on none of these places. I don't see these guys are talented. These guys are good, you know. But I mean, at the end of the day, we're supposed to have at least 3 or 4 people every 2 years that at least gets us at least interested to see a battle. Like say Easy the Block Captain, you know. And even then, like Easy started making you want to watch a battle because he just started showing up. I don't think anyone was a huge fan of his, and I can't even say his style was even that appealing. It's just, again, it's something about seeing somebody really want to win. That's so relatable. You understand? It's just something about that. Seeing somebody who's really trying to get the W, you know, who's really trying, who's really, really working on their craft and really cares about what they do. You feel me? So anyway, what else he said? Well, what else Beasley said, man? Beasley over there bugging out, man. I'm surprised his bald head didn't start steaming. Shout out to Beasley though. But anyway, you know, so getting into Kings versus Queens, so so we already caught up in the whole controversy of the $25 and whatnot. And don't get me wrong, this really ain't the card I want to pay for. I ain't gonna hold you. I would have rather be doing this for Double Impact, you know, something like that, Gnome, some of Madness and whatnot. I don't mind paying for that. But Kings versus Queens, man, it really need to be like $10, honestly. You know what I mean? Like, you can't go from free. You can't go from free to freaking, you know, shrimp and Red Lobster meal. You know what I'm saying? This junk costs a whole Admiral's feast, you know, and I don't even like Red Lobster because Red Lobster is just a bougie version of a fish fry place that costs way too much money. You know what I mean? They ain't worth their weight in cheddar biscuits. All right, but anyway, So all right, man. Let's run through this card real quick, man. I got to go in a little bit, man, because it's about to be. I'm already a half hour in talking this battle rap stuff, man. I want to watch a video with Verb, man, real quick. Fair use, fair use, fair use, fair use. Let's see. Shout out to Verb, man. Make sure y'all check out his channel. Freaking GOAT. I saw this last week, man. I thought it was very interesting. Let's go, Verb.
Travis is about to get in their body, but I do not care. Let's break this down. You have had 3 platforms that have tried to support your talent. That is Queen of the Ring with Debo, Vague, and Babs. Those were the first people that believed in y'all and fought hard. URL brings y'all over. Then, okay, the reason that y'all are not going to enhance is for 2 reasons. And I have told y'all this for so long. The reason y'all are not going to enhance is energy. For instance, if you are a female basketball player, it is best to be on the arm of what? Not a mailman. Does that make sense? No. Because if you get in a car with, if you're a female basketball WNBA player, and your boyfriend is a mail carrier, you will not be a good WNBA player not too long because the energy is not going to push you. Does that make sense? Right. Okay. The reason that rap is about to lose its home is because, one, y'all do not listen to Verb because it might come across a little harsh. Okay, I don't mean to, but I don't care either. And the second thing is y'all keep giving y'all pussy to regular niggas. Okay. When I say regular niggas, I'm thinking nothing. Because here's the thing, man. Energy travels. If your man is a champion, you will become a champion. If your man is regular, you will be regular.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why y'all can't enhance is because you're supposed, I'm going to have to say this, and this is going to be kind of offensive to y'all, right? You are...
Before you even say that, the main thing I was getting to, what he was talking about, battle rap, female battle rapper getting ready to get evicted. Now, I mean, so the 3 platforms you're talking about is URL. I'm trying to think. Give me another one. Queen of the Ring 1, URL 2. We want to say Chrome 23 is 3. What we're seeing more than ever is that it's not so much that you can't have a female card. It's just that having an all-female league, it just doesn't work. I mean, I always thought that because excuse me. And here's the reasons why. It goes back to how boys and girls are different. Hip hop is based off of a specific type of masculine energy that can only be captured from people who come from the hood, with a lot of blacks and Hispanics. That's where it comes from. That's why white people and people who are not black in general are not really able to really get their raps off the same way that I'm always going to say DMX, because DMX was like the most unique. Most unique, the most like, you cannot copy this guy. You cannot make another DMX. You know, only the hood could produce someone this unique. Even how X talked. You know, the cell phone. You know, how much can they eat? You know what I mean? Like, you know, like that's unique. Only the hood could make a Rick Ross, the boss, the best. Wants only the best. The best smokes with the best. You know what I mean? Like, that's, you know, like only hip hop can make something like that, you know. But anyway, going back to female battle rap, you know. So what we're seeing is that, what's going to have to happen, and I said this before, the structure for female. I think you can have some female cards, but it's going to need to be about 4 battles. Because I mean, for the most part, again, this is a very, very masculine thing, you know. And women don't have a hard time harnessing that energy and making it something that is still feminine, but at the same time competitive. You know what I mean? Because women, it's not really that natural for women to really compete. You know, so therefore, like female artists are never going to be that driven to be super creative lyrically. You know what I mean? In a lot of ways, I always say, when Drake gave hip hop to the girls and Soulja Boy gave hip hop to the kids, meaning that they became the listener that the artist started catering to more. And we started catering to women more. If you think about it, like, because I can remember as an artist writing and thinking about, yeah, man, the girls gonna love this. which is cool to have stuff that the girls love and whatnot. But at the end of the day, that's the same stuff that makes the music become not masculine. Okay, it's not masculine no more if you're making it for kids and girls. It's not, you know what I mean? It has to have grit, you know what I mean? It has to be a little rough. It has to be straight to the point, you know what I mean? Because what we hear is a lot of music that people make it because they want people to like it, which is okay and whatnot, but we can hear it. You cannot give me a choice on whether or not I like this or not. You got this really good beat. You doing all these melodies. You're doing a flow you heard before. You're doing a delivery you heard before. There's always different stuff. But it was very hard for women to get a hold of that energy and and really do something with it, and not try too hard, But anyway, without further ado, man, I'm just gonna do a quick recap. The card. So we got Shuni versus Shotgun. Hold on. Let's let Laverne cook a little more before I get into this. Fair use, y'all. Fair use.
Supposed to, as a female battle rapper, you are supposed to open your legs to us. Yes, you are. You're supposed to open your legs to the top level of rapper because energy travels no matter who he is. He was going to come with power, right? The reason why y'all stay stagnant is because you give your body to people that don't do what you do, and they do it at a low level. The reason none of y'all could stop Yoshi from getting where she had to go, you guessed it, people, because she's had the right amount of cock. She has messed with the right guys. It didn't matter if y'all liked her, she still got to the top. That is a perfect example. If you open your legs and your man is not powerful, you will never be more powerful. You're only going to drop in lower and lower. He's already at the bottom. Think about this. As a female battle rapper, your man has to be, look, this is to tell you the truth, man. Y'all should really be giving yourself to rappers and just going from nigga to nigga and take power from everybody, and then you get there. Yoshi is the only one that done that. It didn't matter if y'all liked her, she still made it, man. If y'all open y'all mind and just listen, you cannot get better if he's not. This shows too many of y'all, it's not the raps, it's who you letting in your body. Now, that might not make sense to y'all.
Yeah, you know what? Didn't know Verb was going to say all that. I just wanted to watch it. I figured we watch it together. All right, so it's my reaction. Verb be bugging, man. But shout out to Verb, man. Verb be getting busy on this channel. He's churning out this material all day long, man. He live streaming. Got a good little audience going and whatnot. I think I'll be able to enjoy Verb's show maybe like a year from now, because Verb's show has kind of evolved into an actual show. Because before he was just doing really short clips and whatnot, but the money in YouTube is in doing long videos and just have as much content, produce as much content as possible, because that's where the money is at, and doing the live streams and getting people to super chat, join your channel, buy badges and stuff like that. It's a lot of different ways. We have a Patreon. Link them to your Patreon. If you got any kind of merch or stuff like that, you can link them to that. And that's kind of where it's at. But anyway, let's go ahead. I'm gonna stop sharing. Let's get into the card real quick, man. Here we go, man. So let's see what we got here. Showing the Rapper versus Shotgun Suge. Now Suge just came off a debatable victory versus Kid Slade at Redemption. The card is titled Rightfully So. Suge got busy there. So I'm just gonna go ahead and say Suge 2-1. I don't anticipate Suge trying to listen. I don't see him playing around. Suge ain't trying to lose, man. Suge gonna take it serious and whatnot. I'm learning more about Shuni. I was never necessarily a big Shuni fan, but Shuni's been doing her thing last year. She had, I think, the battle versus I think Yoshi. You know what? I'm lying. Don't give me the line. I just know that she was in the 2-on-2 versus Jazz and Official. She did that thing there, and she just had a loss versus Miss Hustle. So she may be trying to get some get back. So both of them is trying to get some get back. You know what I mean? But Suge has that aggressive style, and again, Suge's in a different space right now. Suge is too clean, and I'm going to go ahead and I really see all the fellas winning based on how serious they're going to take everything. Now we got Twerk versus the return of Coffee Brown. My man Nick was saying Coffee 2-1. I can't see Coffee doing that, but again, like Danny was saying, his battle versus Clips, because of Clips, we become aware of this thing called the if factor. If he do this, if he do that. Now, I think Coffee can make it interesting. Coffee been sitting down since she battled Hustle. I believe that was back in 2021. it was still a little cold outside, you know, and that didn't really go too well. It was a very it got very nasty and disrespectful between them online, and the battle just didn't come out good because they were trying to avoid fighting the whole time, and this wasn't a good situation. But I believe that's one of our last times seeing her on camera. I think after that, she had a few battles that just didn't really go down. But Coffee Brown, I'm so happy to see her back. Definitely one of the premier female talents. You know, that's another thing about this whole the ecosystem for that too. It ain't but so many of them that really have that energy down pack, and most of them are on this card aside from like 40 bars and maybe an E Hart, you know, and I think Vix and Assassin on the card. We got again. I mean, honestly, too. You know, it's an intergender joint. I'm not that interested. I'm not really that excited about most of these battles, but I think they're going to be good and whatnot. But it's not like, you know, I'm gonna pay for it now and so on and so forth. To tomato. But anyway, so next we got DNA versus KCJ. Now, what I'm gonna say about KCJ has been an extremely lucky winner. She has got caught the worst of everyone. She has not beaten no man at the best. Everyone choked. Everyone choked their way out of beating her. Arsenal was not prepared. They must have told Arsenal about that battle a few days beforehand. Arsenal must have wrote them rounds, you know what I mean, while he was walking his dog. Arsenal, he wrote those rounds while he was ordering tacos at Chevy's or something like that. He wrote those rounds drunk. He was under the influence when he wrote those rounds. Arsenal did terrible in that battle. Everyone you battled did terrible. When we get back she battled Verb, I think that was a wake up call for Verb to say, all right, bro, I want to shake the crowd again. I want to shake the room again, man. I don't know what will be going on with Verb, man, but that was just weird. Don't get me wrong, the crowd wasn't showing Verb no love, you know what I'm saying, as well, but at the same time, it was a little weird. It was a little weird, and I just didn't expect Verb to lose all 3 rounds to Coffee, and the crowd booing Verb and whatnot. But but at the same time, this is one of the turning points. But it was like, bro, you gotta get a crowd what they want, man. You gotta let people hear what they want. Like you're Verb, like you damn near invented the room shaker. Like he's a big part of what I call room shaker rap. Like the kind of bars that when you go on stage, it shake the room. I'm Gerald Fulton with a shotgun. Let's see Smack getting away of this one. I'm older this time. Still, let the steel rip. I am Logan this time. I was in my garden with clovers and vines. You know what I mean? I'm like, like bars like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like we need heavy Verb, man. We need. I don't know, bro. Him versus Shotgun. That was in 2022. I think this is the best Verb we've seen. Like aside from his performance versus Casey, like in terms of you feeling like I like that because we want to see him return to dominance. But it's one of those things where again, like yo. And this is stuff you learn from having a job. When you get feedback, having to take the information and you know what I mean, and actually internalizing everything and make something out of it. You know, I'm going away. So with Casey J versus DNA ain't gonna play that. After DNA, after the battle DNA had went on with Vixen, they robbed him in that battle. They had maybe a debatable, man. Like Vic, I feel like that was the time we was giving Vixen way too much credit because she was newer. All right, but versus KCJ, he's not gonna play with her. He's not gonna play with her, and he's gonna light up. I don't see Casey. He gonna light her up, bro. I might can see at the best. Nah, man. I think it's gonna be a 2-1-3 for DNA. He gonna get out of here. That's gonna be on that big stage too. DNA not choking, and DNA gonna dump the whole clip. So So the face off yesterday. Both had shades on and whatnot. DNA got a whole angle he already created and whatnot. DNA got a show for us. Let me tell you, he got a show plan for us. Let's get it, DNA. Next we got I'm sorry, I'm talking about Twerk and Coffee. I need Twerk to win 2-1 or 3-0. I think Coffee should make it interesting and whatnot. Twerk, please just rap. Don't try to talk to him like girls. Don't try to play no games with him. None of that. Don't try to do no girl angle. Beat on them like they dudes. That's how you beat people. Like, yo, whenever you down someone who ain't supposed to beat you, you got to go really hard. Because if you don't clear them out and whatnot, they're gonna make an argument that the person won, and then there's a stand in your legacy and all this weird itch. You know what I mean? So we need Twerk to win 2-1. I got Twerk. I got all the fellas winning and whatnot. I ain't gonna hold you. Now, Miss Hustle versus Tay-Rock, I can see that being debatable out of the way because Hustle has been active, very, very active, and Tay-Rock is going through what might be another decline. Now, this going to need to be a turning point for Tay-Rock right now because not that he didn't do good in the Slade battle. The other battles he had, we happy to see Tay-Rock outside, but Tay-Rock's performances have not really been as special because he was outside a lot in 2022. Well, at least for him, right? So he had Top, he had Swamp, he had Swerve, he had who else he had? Oh, he had Kid Slade, he had as I said, T-Top, and he had Rada, I guess somebody else, but he was outside quite a bit for 2022. Who else he had, yo? My bad, y'all. But anyway, he was outside for the 2-on-2 on Queen of the Ring. Like he did that jump. So he been outside, you feel me? So, but this is gonna be a turning point. Rock needs to do really good. Actually, the event needs to do well in general. Because this right here is gonna be a big turning point for URL and for Tay-Rock. Tay-Rock has to win this battle. Because Tay-Rock has not been dominant in his last 3 jumps. I heard he beat Stumbles and whatnot. I guess maybe one day when URL feels as though we're worthy of seeing the battle, we'll see the battle, you know. And so then I'm drinking my coffee, fixing my hat. Who else we got? Jazz versus you know what? I want to say Clips going to win, but Jazz might get this 2-1, 3-0. Who knows? Because Clips freestyled this whole battle versus Danny Myers. Just about. It sounded like it was a whole big old freestyle. So I don't know, man. That shit nutty. you feel me? So because again, Clips has this thing where he a messy dude, man. He don't be coming to battles prepared, bro. And he freestyled a whole 3rd round for sure, and sounded hella on focus versus Danny Myers. And we hope we do good. I hope we do good, but it's like it's Clips. But we know Jazz don't never play with her name. She don't play with her legacy. I love what Jazz been doing. Jazz is probably my favorite female battle rapper right now. I like a lot of people, but I mostly I like Jazz. I like Hustle. I mean, Vixen cool. I'm starting to like Caution. People like that. But Coffee Brown. I'm looking most forward to seeing Coffee Brown and seeing Jazz cook. I think Coffee just had a great essence to her, great delivery, great breath control, presence, just all that, and you really enjoy her bars. Same thing with Jazz. Jazz is very effortless. She don't sound like she's going too hard. She was made for battle rap. Like Jazz sound almost like a Butch. You sound almost manly. You know what I mean? Because she's made for this battle rap stuff. So when she rapping, it don't sound like she trying too hard to sound aggressive or masculine and whatnot. Listen to her voice. That's a New York voice, a New York accent. Can you believe it? But anyway, y'all, I'm out of here, man. Kings versus Queens. So I bought the pay-per-view. Cat's out the bag. I bought the pay-per-view. I'm about to check it out now or at some point. I'm getting ready for my own battle. 6 Paps Dice versus Johnny Bones going on Global Rap Cyphers. Let's get it. All right, y'all be easy out there.